Minasan, is your girl ChristieOtaku here. We're back with a scary theme video. This one is going to be about some manga, horror manga specifically. This is going to be about the amazing Junji Ito. Junji Ito is by far one of the, well, my personally opinion, best horror manga creators out there. One of the best. I've been a fan of his work for years. I actually have a whole stack of books right here. I just wanted to show you guys the collection I have so far, and then maybe we can all talk about in the comments. What's your favorite manga that's a horror, or who's your favorite Japanese horror artist? And let's get into the book. So this is my collection. Let me show you guys. Okay. It is actually really heavy. These are all hardcover books. So this is all I have thus far. I haven't seen anything too new by Junji Ito yet. I've got all these from Barnes & Nobles for a pretty, oh sorry, that's kind of heavy, price. I'm going to go over each price, and I won't go over too much of the story just in case you guys are also interested at home to watch it. First, we're going to go Tomie. This is actually one of his most popular ones. Also with Uzumaki, but this one is one of the expensive ones. This one was $34.99 without tax on Barnes & Nobles, of course. Tomie is an amazing character. I just love her design so much, and it's just a whole bunch of short stories of her. Just look at that art. It's absolutely horrifying. I was so creeped out by some of his art on this, but you know when something's so scary, just can't look away from it? Yeah, that's Tomie. Then we have Frankenstein. It's just like the title says, it's a monster of Frankenstein goes berserk. This one was $22.99. Again, off Barnes & Nobles. If you guys haven't picked this up, please do. This one is like a short story all in one. Not as thick as you could tell by Tomie. Huge difference. But it's still nonetheless a great story. Maybe not the best, but I actually personally did enjoy this one, reading it thoroughly. And here comes the masterpiece, the one everyone knows about. And if you don't know, why don't you? Because you gotta read this. These are great spooky stories to just lay in bed, especially now it's the season. Go read Uzumaki. Uzumaki is the #1, I think, best story that I fell in love with Junji Ito. This might be the first one I think that I got into. This one is cheaper than Tomie. This one is $27.99. Again, you can find these all on Barnes & Nobles. A fantastic series. Uzumaki is one of those just stories that I literally fell in love with from start to finish. There's an actual, and I'll post pictures around, that I actually wanted a tattoo of his art. But you know, his art is so beautiful. I don't know if I can trust anyone who can get that beautiful masterpiece on my skin to look almost exactly like it, which is probably impossible because most people can't pull that off, I think. I don't know how tattoos work. But nonetheless, you guys probably know the signature piece that if you look up Uzumaki, that girl comes up with the swirling face. Then we have Remina. This was another short story. This one's the smallest, I think, out of all the ones I have. I read this one pretty quickly. Again, they're all hardcover. This one was the price of $22.99. A little bit more pricey because it's around the same price as the Frankenstein one. Frankenstein you saw was a bit thicker. But this story is really good too. I did not expect the ending of this one to happen as is, but I highly recommend if you love like apocalypse type of thing, you'll like this one. You guys like the ASMR sound? Buy Junji Ito books. Buy Junji Ito books. Then we have Gyo. Oh gosh. Oh no. Did I crinkle it? Okay, I did it. Thank God. We have Gyo. This one is the same price. What? It is $22.99. Wow. And this is literally almost twice as big. Okay, well anyway, Gyo, this one is the one that actually got a movie made out of. Horrible. CGI was horrible. Don't watch it. I mean, do watch it if you like horror, but if you don't like CGI, you probably won't get into it. This is actually one of the creepiest ones in my opinion. Is if you think it's just how he draws in this specific like horror shorts or horror story is absolutely disgusting, but it's so good. Have you seen something, again, so disgusting, just captivates you and pulls you in, and you're just like, whoa, I just can't look away from it. Yeah, that's this too. Gyo, a fantastic book. I highly recommend you guys get Gyo. Then we have Smash. This one is a different type of thing. Like Gyo is one story. This has several different stories. Same price, $22.99. The cover on this is absolutely creepy, but it's so good at the same time. This has 13 chilling nightmares presented by the master of horror himself. That's what the back says. But I agree with the master of horror aspect. Junji Ito is a guy that works so hard, and I'm so glad he's getting all his attention because it's well deserved. Junji Ito, I would love to meet him at like conventions because he has gone to conventions to get like one of my books signed or the art book signed. But until then, I will promote and tell people to buy his books because they are amazing. And then we have two more. We have Love Sickness. Now this is one, same price, $22.99. This one is a bit more better. It's around this exact same size. This one I actually bought and have not read this yet. I don't know why I haven't, but this character does have his own horror short story, I believe, in this one. Or if not this book, it's in another book. Their story was actually pretty creepy, but also really intriguing at the same time. I'm gonna have to read this one. I can't really hype it up if it's good or not because I haven't read it. But I know if it's Junji Ito, it's probably gonna be good nonetheless. This is the newest one I bought called Censor. This was $20, $19.99. And it says, did she wander in or was she drawn in? I have no idea. I haven't read this one either. But this one is a lot thinner than Lovesick, as you could tell. A lot thinner. But nonetheless, the art, horrifying. Nightmares guaranteed. But you know what? You can't help but fall in love with Junji Ito's art because it's so unique. And the stories, like, how does one man come up with this? I don't know. I can't think of any of this if I was to do a horror manga or movie or whatever. But Japanese horror, Korean horror, their horror is like beyond. I personally think a lot of better than American horror. It's just a lot more creepy, a lot more like chills, a lot of ghosts and ghouls, and I don't know. It's a whole nother level. When you're on Netflix, you got nothing to do, watch some Korean horror. Or Japanese horror. It is way creepier. I used to be terrified of The Grudge. Still kind of am. But you know what? It's fine. I'll get over it eventually. What's the art book here? This one was $34.99. The most expensive out of all of them. But this one is kind of his official art, going over every single thing that he has drawn as a whole. Some characters. Oh, that was creepy. The first page I turned to. Creepy. But this is just basically all like, oh my gosh, dude, just like printed out stuff. Oh, this is him and his cat. Or I don't have this one. I think my fiance does, his cat. Oh, I've seen that one. This is from what was it called? Renmina. This one here. And then Gyo. Like, look at that, dude. His art is, I don't know this one. But Gyo is this is a whole bunch of shorts, different ones. Junji Ito is definitely the most unique. One of the most unique artists ever. Shinji, absolutely, he's so hilarious. He's not even, I mean, he does horror stuff, but he's more of the joke kind of guy. But, I mean, if you love horror, like I said, Junji Ito is one of the kings of horror. I highly recommend you buy any of his books. All worth the price, or even read online. But I mean, if you're supporting him by buying the book, please buy the book. It's always good to support your artists. Buy their art books, buy their, you know, anything they make. Support them because it helps them out and it makes good projects like animes, and you know, they get noticed from that. So please support Junji Ito. He's one of my favorite Japanese artists, by far my top 5 Japanese favorite artists in horror. And yeah, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.